Okay, friends, let's go over that math message a little bit before we move on for the rest of our lesson. So the math message kind of reviewed what we were learning yesterday. Yesterday we were practicing counting back or counting up when we were doing our subtraction problems. So let's review what we talked about yesterday before we move on to our new subtraction strategy today. So remember, there were some rules for our counting up and counting back strategies. So when the number that you are subtracting is small, you want to count back. So when you're counting back, if you notice that the number you're taking away is a small number, it's a lot easier to count back. When the numbers are close together, you want to count up. Now, yesterday I had also said too, when the number that you are counting back is big, you want to count up, okay? So that kind of means that the numbers are close together, but I like to think of it as being when the number that you're counting back is big, I want you to count up. So let's look at these two problems that we had right here that were part of our math message. We have 11 minus 3. So in this case, it's wanting us to count back 3. Well, 3 is kind of a small number. So if we were to start at 11 and we were to count back 3, 10, 9, 8, it's real easy to count back to find out that 11 minus 3 is 8. Now, let's look at this problem right here, 14 minus 12, or 14 take away 12. Now, these two numbers are close together. If you saw them on the number line or the number grid, you would see that they are close together. Also, too, remember I was saying if this number here that you're taking away is kind of a big number, that's a lot of counting back that you have to do. It's a lot easier if you start at this small number and count up till you get to the big number. So this time, instead of saying 14 minus 12, and I would count back 12, I'm going to start at 12 and count up to 14. So I would say 12, 13, 14. Now I only had to count 2 more to get up to 14. So if I started at 14 and I took away 12, then there would be 2 left over. So that's just a quick review about what we were talking about yesterday. Now, let's move on to the rest of our lesson here.